Hello there! Well, I finally have the results for you from my little survey that I ran in the previous video, the 135th versus 132nd scale aircraft debate. I do apologize, this is a lot later than I anticipated, but I do have a very good excuse. My dog ate it. There was a mudslide. The one-armed man stole it. Maybe not. Actually, I've been having a few technical difficulties. Nothing too onerous, but I was unable to load the videos onto my PC so they could be manipulated as I do. Now, I managed to get a bit of a workaround. It's not ideal, but it got me up and running again anyway. So here we are. What is it with tech anyway? I mean, day in, day out, it works just fine. Fires up, works, no problem. And then all of a sudden, one day, it just doesn't work. What the hell? Is it AI testing the waters, see how we'll react? Maybe, I don't know. Maybe it's Skynet rearing its ugly head. Is the Terminator going to come crashing through my door any minute? Let's hope not. Anyway, hey ho, that's beside the point. So I got quite a few comments, some really good feedback from my previous video, the little survey there. Now I ran through them a couple of times, probably 3 times, to tabulate them all and make sure I got it right. Quite a few of the comments were a little bit ambiguous. I wasn't really sure if the commenter was pro or con or couldn't give a damn. So I did have to put my own interpretation on a few of them. Hopefully I got it right. Now, there was a lot of comments that frankly were a little bit off topic. They didn't really answer the question at all, which is fine. All comments are welcome, but I did put them in a second category, or rather a third category, fourth category. Hang on. Yay, nay, don't care. Yeah, off topic. So fourth category for them. But yeah, and I did up a shiny, colorful little graph so we can have a look at the results. Now, it's a little bit surprising to me. There wasn't a runaway winner. It was quite close for a while there. But there is an overall winner. And so, without further ado, the envelope, please. Maybe there's no envelope. Damn it, I was promised an envelope. Where's my envelope? Oh well, what the hell. Let's just look at the graph, shall we? So, as we can see there, we've got blue for the people that thought it was a good idea having 135th scale aircraft, and in the red, people that weren't so thrilled with the idea at all, myself included. And when we got the green, which was not bothered either way, and purple, kind of off topic. And there we have it. Well, as you can see, the vast majority of people favored not having 135th scale aircraft, myself included, and I did my very best to remain unbiased. Hopefully that is the case, but even if we allow a 10% margin for error, either way, that one is still the clear winner, that the 135th scale aircraft doesn't really sit well with a lot of people. Now, those that are in favor of it, the majority of them quoted their use in dioramas. I can see that, I can understand that. It's a valid point, but I kind of think that based on what I'm seeing in magazines and online and in contests, I think diorama builders are kind of a small minority compared to those who just build kits as standalone displays. So it doesn't really make a lot of sense to me that manufacturers would take a big chance and invest a lot of money on a new range of aircraft in 135th scale to satisfy a small minority. I could be wrong, but that's my take on it. Now, a lot of people who did favor the diorama aspect of it mentioned that there was a lot more equipment and figures available in 135th scale, which is why they were in favor, because then they could use that equipment in their dioramas with the aircraft. And again, that makes sense to me, but I think, maybe it would be better for manufacturers to put their energy and resources into equipment and figures in 132nd scale so they can use those aircraft in large-scale dioramas. And let's not forget that a lot of the 135th scale equipment, support equipment, vehicles, figures, are really geared more towards AFVs than they would be towards aircraft. So they're still going to have to make figures and equipment to suit the aircraft. Now, I believe Border Models has that kind of thing lined up, but I guess it remains to be seen how popular it's going to be. One commenter did mention the fact that Border has done a 1/35th scale Akagi deck and conning tower. Is it conning tower? Bridge. That's what it is. It's a bridge. Sorry, I'm not a ship guy. Yeah, 1/35th scale bridge and deck from the Akagi in order to put their 1/35th scale Kate on it, which is fine, but I kind of think that they've shot themselves in the foot with that one, because if they'd made that Akagi scene in 1/32nd scale, well, and the people who bought a Tamiya Zero or an Infinity Models Val might have purchased the Akagi as well. So Border, I don't know, probably could have tripled their sales there, or at least doubled them. Hey-ho, as I say, there it is. It remains to be seen whether the fad will take off like it did with the helicopters and stay with us, or if it'll peter out and die. We shall see. And so, that pretty much wraps that part of it up. I'm going to give you a quick update on the Hasegawa P-12E that I've been building. Yes, building. That's what I've been doing with it. By golly, I'm building it. So, we'll have a quick look at that, and let's do that now. So here we are. This is where I'm up to now. This is pretty much ready for paint. I've got my vac-formed seat pan there. Got the little slots cut in the side here. I'm not sure what those are for. Maybe for the seat belts, although most of the pictures I've seen, the seat belts don't actually go through those slots, so I'm not really sure what they're for. But hey-oh, there we go. And if you're wondering why the seat is such a funny color, it's because I had a couple of sheets of plastic left over in my Mattel Vacuform, and I decided to use one of them. And it's a funny color, so there we go. This is my trim wheel, which I've scratch built the outer part and just used the kit part suitably modified to fit in there. And then I've got all my framing done in here. I got the bulkhead in the back, all fitted nicely in place. And that's where we're up to. Instrument panel, you've seen that before. That's ready to go. And there we go. So the next step is some paint, and then there's going to be a control panel that goes on top of this block right here, which I have yet to scratch build. But there we are. It's getting there. It's looking like something. Now the interesting thing is, I looked at several different photos of P-12E cockpits and F-4B cockpits because they're somewhat similar, and every single one of them was completely different. Not only in the fittings and where they were and what they were, but the actual framework differed quite a bit as well. Some of them had lightning holes, and I don't even know if you can see that. Focus on that a bit. Some of them had lightning holes just on this top strip and in this piece here, like I've done it. Some of them had lightning holes in every single stringer. Some of them didn't have lightning holes at all. So, yeah. And as for the equipment, yeah, it seemed to vary a lot as well. So this is really sort of an amalgamation, a best guess, an average, if you like. It's the best I could do, but it's getting there. Well, that's pretty much going to do it for today. It's a short and sweet update this time around. I'm still being plagued by a few niggling technical problems, but hopefully we'll get them resolved, and we'll be back to our regularly scheduled program. In the meantime, thank you as always for watching. It's very much appreciated. Please do leave me your comments. Let me know what you think about the survey or whatever else you want to chat about. And then, all those other things you got to do. Subscribe and like and share and smell the flowers and pet a goldfish. Stuff. Buy things. Look out for the Patreon site and the shop, where there's all sorts of cool warp plastic paraphernalia in there that you'll love and your kids will love. And so that's it for today. Thank you very much, and we'll see you very soon.